$1.95.
Wow.
That's what it says for the label, so who knows.
All right.
It's not like a sale by date or anything. It's just on the label.
God, that is good Pinot Grigio.
It's really good.
By Stella Rosa of the Rivoli family. They're still not paying me yet. So, someone else who isn't paying me yet is Woody's Butcher Block in Santa Maria. But he does give me a discount, so there's no good. Yeah. If you caught last week's episode, the clam fell. That wasn't my fault. Oh. Then you know I'm not a big fan of clams or seafood in general. Like if you caught mine and Andrew's lobster episode, I'll eat it.
Yeah.
Now I got that.
The sauce definitely takes on a lobster flavor. You tried.
I tried, right?
You did.
Okay. Well, Johnny Soprano, Tony Soprano's dad, was apparently a big fan of seafood.
How did you and your father get along?
Good. He was a good guy, my father. Everybody liked him. He knew how to have a good time. He loved shellfish, clams, oysters. Taught us kids how to eat them. You put a little Worcester on there, you know, you suck them down.
So last week we did clams. This week we're finishing up that scene with oysters. Oysters have a special place in the heart of my role model, Anthony Bourdain. Apparently what really opened him up to being a foodie was he was on vacation in France with his family as a kid, and the neighbor, if I remember, because I'm going off memory on this, he says it on the show and he says it in his book Kitchen Confidential, that the neighbor of the family over there in France took him out and just dove in, got some fresh oysters straight out the drink, shucked them right on the boat and passed it to him, and he was like, here! And he was like, ugh, and he's never had it before. It's like a 12-year-old kid, and he goes, guy on the boat with the knife is telling me to eat it, I gotta do it. And he said it was life-changing. That from that, and that's the moment that he was like, I'm gonna be a foodie.
Wow.
And he began his career to chefhood, which led him to all the things that he did, and all the things I'm trying to do, and like have pho with Obama in Vietnam and stuff like that. But I'm not a seafood guy, so we're gonna try just one straight out the shell like Johnny Soprano.
Taught us kids how to eat them. You put a little Worcester on there, you know, you suck them down.
Everybody's favorite part of the shell when I try to say this. Worcestershire sauce. Huh? Was that close?
I think it's good.
You're so good for lying to me. So, you have a shucker, right?
I do.
All right.
Now, I usually rinse them off a little bit.
Okay.
Get that.
I'm gonna stand here and drink. By the way, excuse the mess. If you caught our Linguine and Clams episode, you'd understand why the mess.
So, for instructional purposes, you do stick it in this part, and there's usually a little wedge that'll break off, and then that's normal, like that. And then you have to really dig it in there. It's tough. These things don't want to die. These are alive, by the way.
Damn! Kill the bastard, Andrew.
Here we go.
Shut.
So that's the top. We give the mussel a slice on the upper shell, and that is your oyster. And then I slice the connecting fiber on the bottom. And that little sea juice in there, you are supposed to eat that so that you get the
Flavor of the ocean in my mouth.
That's it.
So Johnny Soprano said he did it
All right.
with a bit of Worcestershire sauce.
Now, I've never had it with Worcestershire,
And
but
you
I'm
do-
going to try it. I always do a little lemon.
You do lemon juice. Okay, so I went out to the tree out back to get some fresh lemon juice because fresh is better, right? Well, there are no lemons ready to go. So I'm like, well, we're still doing this episode and I need lemon juice, damn it. So to the store it was. All right. I don't know how much of this to put in, so. Oh, that was probably enough. I'm gonna wait for you.
And we have a little vodka to wash this down with.
I don't have a vodka sponsor, so you want to try them? Oh, there's the
No, I'm gonna try with this, just the way it is out of the shell.
Oh, because I put both.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so.
Okay.
We have enough. You can try them. You can mix and match it.
I'll do one. Here we go.
All right.
Ready? Cheers.
Ah.
Vodka?
Vodka.
You okay?
Woo! Yeah, fine. Why?
So good, huh?
So good. Oh. Oh, God. We can't all be our role models.
For what it's worth, Worcestershire sauce,
Awful.
not the way to go.
All right.
But,
So you only ever do this with lemon juice?
yeah, or a little bit of like salty slaw or whatever, but
Not Worcestershire.
I don't think bypassing the Worcestershire is going to make that a lot better for you.
It might.
I think
So, okay, question.
this barbecued might make it better for you.
We're going to get to that, but I want to try one more sans Worcestershire.
All right. I'm also
gonna
going
get
to
it.
wash out the inside a little bit. But I
Okay.
got some like pieces of shell that I didn't like. Did you get some
So
of that?
I was going to ask you about that, because I've always been told, wait, stop.
Okay.
Ugh. I was even kind of told you just slurp down the giant loogie that it is.
Yes. Don't
No
chew
chew.
it. No.
See, I felt a piece of shell,
Yes, I didn't
and
like
I
that.
immediately went into chew mode to save my life, because I wasn't trying to swallow a
Yeah.
piece of shell. Ugh. So you're saying in an oyster shooter, vodka goes in here?
The other way around. You put this in your vodka glass and then you shoot the whole thing. But we'll do it like this and we'll wash it back.
Deal.
Cheers.
Oh, damn it. It was stuck. All I got was the ocean. All right. Ah. The fight to stay alive was difficult.
So you're on a deserted island and this is the only food available to you. Like,
I'll live.
How long before you're like, I think I'd rather die?
I'll live, but it's gonna be tough.
Okay.
Ugh. All right. So now, this clearly didn't work out for me.
Right.
You have an alternative idea.
I do.
And I'm all about alternative solutions. Set the scene in your mind. We live on the central coast of California, home to the beloved Pacific Coast Highway. Imagine you're on a nice, beautiful drive up our grand, glorious coast with Andrew. And you.
Well, from here, the PCH is fantastic, just north of us. It's all edge of cliff, Pacific. And if you keep going all the way to San Francisco and you go beyond San Francisco, you get to Sonoma County. And
I really
beautiful
like the
coast
storyteller
there.
in your voice.
Well, I did this drive and I went by a roadside restaurant that had barbecued oysters. And I slammed on the brakes and stopped to try these barbecued oysters. My life was changed. I bought some of the sauce that they use at this restaurant in Sonoma County.
They're also not paying me, but
Sartain's menu.
we're gonna shout them out anyways.
So all you have to do is put these on your barbecue with some of the sauce in the shell. It'll bubble and do its thing, and you eat them.
And you chew them then, or
Yeah,
still shoot?
You can chew them then, because they're going to be not so slimy.
Okay.
You could almost fork and knife them if you wanted.
The giant looginess of it will be gone.
Yes.
Okay. So, do you rinse out the ocean, or you leave that in there too?
No, I'll rinse out the ocean.
Okay. So we're gonna give this a go. So we're gonna chuck these. That's the term, right? Chucking?
Shuck.
Shuck. What a shuck. We're gonna shuck these and then wash out the ocean, throw them on the grill with the sauce, and I'm gonna try that. So, cue time
I
lapse.
guarantee you, it's got to be better.
It can be. I don't know if it can be worse, but
I don't know that you'll like it, but it'll be better.
but I'm gonna try at least. Which you should always try new foods at minimum. So, let's get a shucking.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I did Caesar salad.
Oh, you made your own dressing? Anchovies and all that?
No anchovies. And it turns out I like it sans anchovy.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. Someone's bright idea to do this at night. Oh yeah, Andrew's kids who have bedtimes.
Yeah.
At least he has a super awesome and amazing wife who lets him have guy time.
She is pretty awesome.
Get to burrow out a little bit. So we're getting these partially cooked before we put the sauce on, right?
Yeah, yeah. The sauce will just kind of go in the last part. Do you want to try the sauce on its own?
Yeah.
Just gotta remember.
There's like a smokiness in there.
Mm-hmm.
And the sauce itself is really good.
Oh, sorry.
Give our viewers whiplash. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but there's like this weird coloration back here. And on this one, ooh, we got a boil point. So are you saying these are almost done then? Or?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let's pull them off, I guess.
We're going to do this?
I am ready to do this. I have more. I got wine. Do I need more vodka? Or no?
I think so.
It's not a shooter, right?
It's not a shooter.
Now, something you were saying earlier while we time lapsed is that there are oysters that are big enough
Yes.
that are proper barbecue oysters.
Yes, these are
These
pretty
are just
small.
regular oysters.
But the one I tried was pretty nice.
Okay.
I would suggest cutting it in half.
All right.
Give yourself a reasonable little bite.
Well, this is a little guy, so I'm just gonna
There you go.
do the whole thing. All right.
All right.
Clink, clink. Well, the sauce is good sauce.
Mm-hmm.
So, my basic rule of seafood is when you disguise it to the point that I can't recognize it's seafood, it's not bad.
Well, and cooking it makes it not slimy.
The sliminess is gone. I'm even gonna have another.
Awesome.
So, the sauce, it's got brown sugar, so that gives it a molassesiness. And of course, molasses is like, I'm not going anywhere, bro. So it's like heavy on there. It has vinegar that I don't like.
But it's probably spicy too.
But then there's the chipotle.
Yeah.
And so you have like these three different like
Yeah.
big flavors all at the same time. And like I was
Yeah.
explaining to Andrew, football days, Coach McCoy taught us that if you're running open field and you're trying to avoid a tackle, you do like this juke maneuver where it's kind of like a quick zigzag. And that's kind of the flavor of this. Is like first the brown sugar zigs, and then the chipotle zags,
Yes.
and then the vinegar zigs again. And it's like, what the hell just happened in my mouth? Like,
It kind of works.
it does work. I can't say I love it, and I'm gonna keep eating oysters. But
But if you had to eat an oyster,
I'm gonna do this.
yeah.
some deserted island scenario, I better have a lifetime supply of this sauce. I can do that. That's okay. All right. We found it. Whoa! We found a way that I can kind of have oysters. You just have to completely disguise the taste so that it's unrecognizable as oysters. But as my chief in the Navy always said, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So I hope you had a good time. We had a good time. My social medias are scrolling at the bottom. Hit me up on them. Let me know. Try this out for yourself. I'm also going to find the link to order it online. You have the link to order it online, right?
I can get that for you.
I'm gonna throw it in the description, the link to order this sauce, and let me know how it comes out for you. There should be a bubble that appears right over here. Please subscribe. It's free for you. It helps me out, and it lets you know when I come out with my next video next week. I was gonna promote it, tell you what it is, but I think I'll just leave it be a surprise because I can't remember off the top of my head. We've had quite a bit of wine tonight, so until next week, manja.